Alright, everybody, and welcome to the Lord of the Rings Return to Moria. Now, if you've been keeping up with my channel, this is one that I've actually done a review for. The review did pretty well, and I actually had a pretty fun time during the recording for that review. So I'm looking forward to doing a full playthrough of this. I do like me a good story-driven survival game. Before we get started, as a reminder, full disclosure, I did receive a copy of the game for review and showcase purposes, so with that said, let's get started.
Yes, dwarves from every clan have answered your call, despite the King Under the Mountain's objection. Lord Gimli, Erebor will not support entering the Black Pit.
If the king wants to stop us, he can come himself.
Every attempt you've made has failed. This is a sign.
No signs or kings are going to stop us. This is the time to reclaim Khazad-dûm. Today, we get into that mountain. Any luck?
Nah, won't budge.
Did you try speaking friend?
Now, why didn't I think of that before? You did your best. On to plan B.
Ah, finally.
Plan B? Is that blasting fire?
I'd stand back if I were you.
This is madness. Gimli, you can't. We have to wait for Durin.
Durin's not here. We have to do this ourselves. Maybe this will wake him up. Limin Barak, Limin Tagaz, Khazad Dashtin.
Oh, no! Lord Gimli, this is another sign!
Oh, hammer tongs. It's the Fourth Age. Nothing is going to stop us.
You heard Lord Gimli. Let's go. Pack it in. Yes, nice and tight. Come on, help him out. That was no normal dwarf blast.
Well, as you can see, we have of course started a brand new file. No playthrough would be complete if you started halfway through. But that said, there's very much a lot of things that I have yet to actually experience within this game. So I am looking forward to seeing how this game concludes for sure. Now, we're going to have to go through the basics, you know, tutorials, building, crafting, all that fun stuff there. But hopefully we can get through it quickly and get to the portion where we're actually, you know, building a base.
Are you from our camp?
Thank the winds! I am Arik, son of Arak. Yours is the only friendly face here.
What's happened to the rest of camp?
I cannot tell. A curse, ill curse. It blocks me.
Could you search for another way out? For any other survivors?
I will search. You go east, see what you can find. I will fly to you when I can.
Babbard. Alright. We are going to make fast work of the beginning of this game, I think.
Doors of Durin! What's wrong with it? I've never seen runes with such shadow. No wonder we couldn't get it open from the other side.
And now the plot thickens. Ugh. It seems we have a ton and a ton of work ahead of us. Orktown needs to prepare. I would say that's pretty accurate. Because when I get there, I'm pretty sure y'all are gonna regret trying to set up a trap. It's just how this goes. It's a hero's story, right? That or I'm gonna just get absolutely obliterated and, you know, things are gonna go sideways pretty quickly, you know.
An outpost of Balin's company. We can shelter here. Ah, Arik! What news?
There's no way west. No way out.
I did not think we would see shadow-cursed runes in Moria. Our path, then, must go east.
Long journey. You must prepare. Up here, at that old dwarven camp.
You're right. It's time to find shelter before making our way further.
I will scout ahead. Stay alive.
Oh, with luck, we'll exit the Dimbril Gate. For now, we must face the long dark of Moria.
Alright. Now, my suggestion when you get to this first camp is to block off this entranceway, or you'll have a ton of enemies coming in. You will have a bit of tutorial they'll want you to do before you get access to walls and things like that. So, that is our current quest. Bam. Pick up some lore books. There's plenty of Lord of the Rings things you can search.
A dwarven chest. Let's get you open. See what you're keeping secret.
Bam. And we can rebuild our hearth, which gives us the ability to actually build in this area. Gives you a semi-safe zone. These areas will get raided occasionally, so we're going to need to be well fortified. But in the meantime, we're just going to take this little stone barrier here. Let's see. I think right here will do. Bam. Now that's blocked off. Hopefully enemies won't come through here. But what we could also do is something like this. Bam. We got a doorway. There we go. The next thing they want us to do is cook some meat. But as you can see, we don't have any. So, what we're going to do is craft ourselves up a weapon. Bam. And we'll use that. Hopefully, to get ourselves some food. Aha! Got him. Nice quick bit of hunting. Come over here, cook up what we just got. And when that's done cooking, it will pop out here. In the meantime, let's gather up some basic resources. There we go. That is one prepared meal. Bam. That should help us recover some health after that long fall. Build storage chest. And rebuild the furnace. Easy enough with all the supplies we've been gathering. Bam. Now we can smelt iron. Let's go ahead and build some chests over here in the corner, I suppose. Wooden chest. We'll go ahead and put a couple of those down and sort our inventory here. The next thing I want to build is a stone pallet. And a wood pallet, but it doesn't look like we have enough wood just yet. Okay, now we have to go to that iron vein, but I don't want to do that at night, so we're going to sleep through and then make ourselves some food.
I want to taste your flesh.
Okay, dawn is at hand.
Eyes up!
Oh,
Monsters in the air!
a bat at the door. Get out of here, bat. Jeez. Oh, another one. Come here, bat. Did we get it? Ah, we got it. A goblin down here messing with my stuff. Knock it off, buddy. Will you just stop with the being of the bat? There we go. Okay. Yeah, what do you two want? Eh? You gonna do something about it? Come on. Come on then.
Spain is gone, right?
Fine, don't.
Maybe we'll find its bones one day.
There you go. That's what you get. Come over here hollering at me. What's wrong with you? Okay, now we can go ahead and sing ourselves a little song as we get some iron. Well, now that we have some iron, we can go ahead and put that in the smelter there. Bam. And queue up all of those. Let them cook while we go and get some more supplies. We're probably going to need a ton of coal, and we're also going to need a ton of wood. So, we could advance. I want to go over here and unlock a few more recipes before we move out. So let's do that real quick, shall we? But these lights here should break and give us some okay resources. I think they give us some sort of throwing crystal or something like that. I guess not all the time, though. Jeez. What about this one? There we go. We got some gems. Yeah, all kinds of resources. Ah, there they are. Crystal flares. Yes, we will take all of these. Thank you. And then, if you take the opportunity over here by the waterfall, there should be onions you can collect for the first time. That'll again unlock us some new cooking recipes. Bam, I'll go ahead and grab those. The skewers are really nice because they fill you up from empty to full. So definitely want to try to get a lot of skewers. There we go. Our iron is ready to go, which also gives us some new recipes. Rebuild the forge, craft an iron sword. Will do. Bam. Built. Now, before we do anything else, even though it's not part of the tutorial, you may want to make yourself one of these repair stations, or it's going to be very difficult to maintain your weapons. Okay, we can craft ourselves one of these iron keys. And with that iron key, we can open this chest. Bam. Which gives us 3 more iron. It gives us food that we can eat. Gives us a little bit of money and some extra charcoal. And with that extra iron, now we can go ahead and craft ourselves a sword if we had some hide scrap. However, we can, at the very least, make our shield. There we go. The shield is pretty important. Blocking attacks with your weapons is fine, but it will damage your weapon very quickly. So having that extra shield is nice. And the one thing good about this repair station while we're here, we can repair our equipment. Bam, takes a little bit of iron, good to go. Or not iron, but metal scrap. And now that we're a little bit more geared, we can push forward. Come here. Oh. Well, there's our first bit of hide. Bam! Get wrecked, mate. Excellent. And these statues we've been picking up, we can put onto this little thing here.
A Musnacan to a family of old. I'll return the missing figures. Honor them.
Bam. 1 placed. We're getting there. We got a few more to find, but in order to find those, we need to start our exploration. There's a bunch of things around here we can do. I'm gonna take all that wood, break some of these barrels. There we go. Got some free iron out of it. And we have to check each of these buildings because there might actually be more of these statues laying around. They could literally be anywhere, so we've got a lot of exploration to do. We're also going to need, on top of iron, a ton of coal to keep our furnaces lit, which, if you, at least most of the worlds that I've seen, whenever you first enter, the very first right typically has your first bit of coal that you can get. So we'll go ahead and grab up a stack of that. Every new camp that you build is going to require that you have some of this. I would consider taking a stack with you whenever you decide it's time to move camps. Now there is a map that will lead us to where we need to go. This is where we first started, and this is where we need to go. So we might as well keep pressing forward, see if we can find these statues. Of course, some new loot. Here's one thing we're definitely going to need to do. We have to make ourselves a hammer, and we can repair these, and they will teach us recipes for like armor and weapons. Really looking forward to getting some gear upgrades. As soon as we can get those, we can push deeper into the mine. About to be our first nighttime, so let's head back and get some rest. Finish crafting up all that equipment. There it is. One sword. Perfect. And then, if we go into our inventory, we should be able to make the hammer that we need. And as long as we have stone, this should allow us to repair those statues. Alright. Oh. Wolves. That's not good. Hopefully they don't see me. Seems like we're okay. Yeah, let's go around those, because wolves early on, before you have armor, tend to hurt. In the meantime, why don't we gather up some stone and repair our first statue? Because that would be extremely useful. Now, one of the ways we can get stone, and one of the things I do like about this game, is we can destroy structures. And... okay, well, I didn't intend to break that much of the structure. Uh-oh. No. Whoa, that's a lot of wolves. Get wrecked, wolves. Wolves early on are very, very scary. At any rate, we'll go ahead and pick up all this stone that we broke. Oh, we got a little bit of coal too. Perfect. We can throw that in the forge. But we should have what we need. Bam, rebuild this. Good deal. We learned Iron Hill gloves. One of two, of course. We've got a few more to find. With that, though, we can start tearing down and tearing our way through this little town here and hopefully find some more of those statues. They should honestly just be out in the open. We shouldn't have to tear apart items technically to find what we need. Although, make sure that you're breaking up these closed barrels, because there's all kinds of good stuff in there. Bam, I got some spices. We got a ton of wood. We can come up top here, find out what kind of wreckage we made. Get a bunch of rewards. Sometimes you'll find these chests and they'll be closed. You'll get a ton of resource out of those, including some valuable gems. A lot of the gems seem to just mainly be used for like upgrading your weapons, giving them special perks and things like that. I would suggest picking them up. And if you're moving camp, try to take a lot of these with you. You can later on get teleporters that will allow you to jump back and forth between different locations, making gathering these items a little bit more easy. Just take the ones you think you're going to need right off the bat for sure. But with this room completed and not finding any more statues, we're going to search some more buildings and hopefully have a bit more luck. Man, go ahead and light that up. We have found another entrance to a different area. If we look on the map here, bam. You see these little nubs here on the end of each building structure that allow you to go into different regions. Alright everybody, and that's going to do it for us here today. Thank you so much for stopping up. I greatly appreciate you. Hopefully you're enjoying the content so far, because there's a lot more to come. But before you go, make sure that you get down in the description, check out all those media links, likes, follows, subs, all them fun things, and then take care of yourself, take care of your loved ones, stay healthy out there, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye, everybody.